Hello, this is Lucas Palmeira from Imaginando, and I'm here to give another tutorial on DRC. Today I'm gonna show you how to make the bass sound and pad sound for the song Bent by Kiasmos. So let's get right into it. And we're gonna start with that lead bass sound of the song, which sounds like this. Okay. But first thing I'm going to do is, because this is kind of a stereo sound that I made that I'm going to show you afterwards how to do it. So I'm going to start by just opening this one. Okay. And I'm going to, these are for automations. I'm going to bring back default patch. Okay. And I'm going to turn off this equalizer for now. And this glue compressor. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is raise the second oscillator to maximum. Pre-gain at 800. Now, let's turn off also this auto filter. Okay, now we have it. So oscillator 1, oscillator 2 at maximum, drop 1 octave on the oscillator 2, raise sub-oscillator as well, and raise 1 octave, like this. And now we're gonna go to the second oscillator and detune it to 180. Okay. Perfect. Now what we're going to do, because we're going to need some kind of pitch modulation here, and what we're going to do is go to the modulation amount of oscillator 1 and 2 on envelope generator 2, and we're going to raise it to 750. So you get this kind of movement. And now let's go to the filter and envelope generator 2 at 500, resonance at 0, and let's bring for now cutoff to 364, although this is quite automated. Okay. Now we go to this modulation page. This page modulates the cutoff frequency, and I'm going to raise the keyboard to 697. This means the higher the note, the higher the cutoff. And then I'm going to do the same, but for the velocity. Not on the same value, but... Okay, at about right below 700. And I'm going to raise velocity to 281, about there. Okay. Like this. Now we change performance mode from poly to mono. Okay. Okay, and now on the first envelope generator, attack at 0.44. Oh, sorry, 0.004, decay at 500, sustain at 280, and release at 142. Now on the second envelope generator, which is modulating the cutoff and now the pitch, because we made it do that, and I'm going to raise the attack to 0.28, decay to 106, 106, sustain at 801, and release at 0.88. Okay, like this. Okay. Now I have to give it a little bit of reverb 202 of amount, decay at 603. Okay, just gonna check one thing to make sure I'm doing everything right. And last thing we're going to do is come here on our lead again and give it 88 milliseconds of pitch, of portamento. And we have everything ready for this sound. So now let's do the pad. But first, what I'm going to show you is how to make this sound from a mono, like you hear it like this. I'm even going to turn off. No, I'm going to leave it like that. The reverb amount is 202. I'm going to bring it to 0. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to delete this channel so you know that I'm doing it exactly the same. I'm going to grab this lead. I'm going to duplicate it like that. Now we're playing duplicated. And what I'm going to do is put this one to the left, about this much, and this one to the right. But since they're mono, you can't hear no difference. Or you hear slightly differences because the synthesizer actually has some minor differences. But what I'm going to do afterwards is trick the ears to think that the sound source is actually bigger than it is. And I'm going to do that by delaying a little bit one of the channels. In this case, I'm going to delay it 10 milliseconds. So hear it. Or 12. So you get this kind of stereo effect. And finally, I'm going to bring it back, the reverb, to 202. And I have to do the same on this one. Okay, so now let's do the pad sound. And the pad sound is this one. Okay, so now let's bring it back to the default patch. Okay, and first thing I'm going to do is oscillator 1 and 2 at maximum, drop the oscillator 2 to the same volume as the first, to the same octave as the first one, and detune the second one to 90, 92. Like this. I'm gonna drop the master to 219. Okay, 220 should be okay. Pre-gain oscillator 1 and oscillator 2 at maximum. And now noise generator at 543. Okay. Now let's go to the LFO2. So we have the LFO just right how we want it, and drop the rate to 0.72. Okay. Now we go to the pitch modulation page, and what I'm going to do is LFO2 to oscillator 2, and I'm going to raise it to 326. So you can hear it tuning and detuning. One of the oscillators keep tuning and detuning between themselves. Now drop the cutoff to 672. And finally, reverb decay at 693 and amount at 507. And this should be okay. Let's now listen if we have everything right. Just bear with me a second while I get this ready. Okay, let's listen. And this was it, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe our channel. We will have something different happening next month for sure, like in the next week or so. So please check it out and give us a like. We will see you again next week, guys. So goodbye.